Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I know we're looking a little weird, but it's okay. Just got home from work. My husband's gone. Alright, I know in a couple videos ago, I told you guys about these. I don't know where my blue one is, but I've been using this one. It is the Glowing Vitamin C Facial Cleanser with, vitamin E and HAAs. And I have the matching fuck. What is this called? Cream. There we go. It came out. And I have the listen, don't judge me. Okay, I'm 22 years old. I have a kid. Life's hard. I have the Spa-scriptions Firming Anti-Wrinkle Neck Cream. Ooh, it's blurry. Why is it so blurry? What the fuck? Okay. Focus. Good enough. I do not just use this on my neck. I use it all over because I'm a crackhead. So I've been like using this to wash my face with. Listen, it's been good for me. It's been doing pretty damn good for me. That's all I gotta say. Because I don't know. If you guys remember, I had another one, another like facial cleanser one. That looked similar to this, but it was blue. It's probably in that closet that's behind me, and I've not really went and looked for it. But about that whole situation back there, we're not gonna talk about it, okay? We're not. And if you hear my toddler, too bad. So, I've been really into this new podcast. It's not really new to me because I've been listening to it for a long time, but it's called Two Girls, One Ghost. If you've heard of it, girl, it's good. I love them. They're amazing. I know they're like into the paranormal like me because, as you should know if you follow me on TikTok, I am a witch or a Wiccan, whatever you want to call me, I'll accept it, okay? I'm not picky. I know some out there are, but I'm not. I don't really wear my crystals right now because my work doesn't really allow it. And that's fine because I have to pay bills. I'm not full-time, okay? My hair looks really ugly right now and I'm sorry. I'm like really sorry about this. It's a whole thing right now and I hate it so much. Like this, we're not really feeling it anymore. You feel me? Like if I were to take this down right now, it's a whole mess. But I think Corinne and something else I think is their name. I don't remember. Brain fog is really bad right now. I've not like taken inner peace recently, so it's just like all over the place. But if you got Spotify, or I think if you got Apple Tunes or something, I have Spotify. They have a lot of episodes out right now, so you can like binge listen to them. They're really fucking good at what they're doing. Speaking of podcasts, I used to have one by myself. It doesn't exist anymore, so don't go clacking in and looking in for it. But me and my future co-host, which will be my best friend, are going to start a podcast together. No, I don't know when, but it's coming. But as soon as it's up, I will post it. I will let you guys know. And I expect all of you to go listen to it. The main subjects will probably be ghost stories, paranormal, our paranormal lifestyles, because I know we both have had a lot of experiences, especially living in the small town that we do and grew up in. I know we have a lot of experiences, but we'll also just talk about day-to-day life, our bullshit lives that we live, and probably trash talk some guys that we've dated in the past. And of course, you'll still hear my toddler in the background. I'll probably do like a couple of like videos from the podcast on here featuring her, if she's okay with that. If you don't see her face, don't come at me, okay? It'll be on her. I'm also gonna make an update on TikTok about it, so stay tuned for that. But anyway, we're talking skincare. This shit is really good. I've been using it for just about 2 weeks. Let me get it down here. Oh, hi there. So I have just like this, but it's like nothing anymore. But what is that? A girl pimple. It's fine. But I mean, overall, it does what it's supposed to. I feel pretty decent after I use it. You guys can stay cool. Maybe. But yeah, I mean, he's getting into something. Sorry about that. New setting. You're in my closet right now, so we're just, chilling. But this is where like all of my stuff is from my desk. Because I have to buy a new one. I found it. It was literally right behind this little tote thing that I have. This is the Smooth and Lift collagen one. I'm gonna start using this one too. One sec. All right. Whoop. Y'all didn't see that. So don't judge me, okay? Y'all know me. I'm not very organized or anything. But witch hazel facial cleanser. But I need to do a few things in here. In here. So we're just gonna chit chat. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna tell you guys a story from when I was younger. It's a little bit controversial, so like don't hate me. But yeah. Okay. We're doing this, I guess. So I grew up in Tennessee, and I also grew up in Georgia. Ringgold, Georgia. If you know where that is, I'm sorry. But I will make references to what we called the Blue House, and that is our house in Georgia. There's also a reference I will make later on in like the podcast probably about Blue House 2. That is another house we lived in here in Tennessee, I believe. No. I'll have to get a little bit of clarification on that one. Because it was either while we were still living in Georgia and we moved, or we lived here. I don't really remember. There's a couple of timestamps I'll have to get clarified by my own mother. But this in particular story takes place when I was in Georgia living in Blue House. How old was I? I think I was like 7, 8. No. 5 or 6. We're gonna go with 5 or 6, okay? So I lived in Georgia with my mother, my brother, my full-blooded brother, my stepsister, my mom's ex-husband, her second ex-husband, and my younger brother, my half-brother, from my mother, obviously. If you don't know, I have 6 siblings, so just try and keep along. For loyalty's sake, though, I'm gonna call my full-blooded brother C, and I'm gonna call my half-blooded brother M. First letters of their name. So, and my stepsister, will call her A, because that was her nickname, A. So I had to stay home from school one day because I was sick, like literally vomiting my guts out. It was not fun. Okay, it sucked. Why? Because I was at home with my stepdad. For the sake of this, we'll call him E, okay? So I was at home alone with E. My mom, I'm pretty sure, was at work or something, and everyone else was obviously at school. So I was at home in bed because I couldn't go to school because I was too sick. This story still freaks me out sometimes. That's why I'm hesitant to like talk about it. So I'm like chilling. We have a bunk bed. Me and A do. We have bunk bed, and then directly across from us is my full-blooded brother C's room, and Matt M. Oof, sorry. Shit. M lived in the same room as my. Actually, I don't think he was born yet. No. Sorry, I don't think my brother M was born yet, actually. I think my mom was still pregnant with him. Yeah. Yeah, she was still pregnant with him. I don't know what is wrong with me right now. But me and E were home alone. I'm sorry that I'm like taking so long. I'm like, my brain is just like, girl, what are we doing? But I was laying in my bed. My bed was on the top bunk because my A slept walk really bad, and it progressively like got worse. But so I was on the top bunk, and I was just chilling, watching Beauty and the Beast. Yes, I remember what fucking movie I was watching because it's Beauty and the Beast. So it's like halfway through the movie, and I'm just chilling on my bed, and I've experienced the paranormal before this point, but I didn't like acknowledge it, didn't realize it was happening. So my uncle Og, I'm okay with saying his name because he's not with us anymore, but my Uncle Augie got me this little blue bear from one of those prize machines up in Wisconsin. Okay, they got some bomb-ass prize machines, let me tell you. But, he sent it down here at some point, and it was gifted to me, as I was technically, the oldest of my mom's kids. My mom's kids. Not my step-siblings, nothing. My mom's kids. I'm the oldest, as of right now. And forever will be, obviously. So, I slept with this bear. I loved this bear. It meant everything to me. Can this fit back there? So, I'm like chilling, you know, like dozing off a little bit. And then I start to feel like not good again, like at all. So I get up But then I'm like, I don't really want to leave because I know he'll like just tell me to like go lay back down and not get up or anything because he was an asshole. Okay? He was the biggest asshole I've ever known. And that like says a lot. Because I know a lot of men that are complete assholes. But so I just like tried to fight the urge that I'm about to have to throw up. So I just like tell myself not to do it, don't do it, he's gonna get mad at you. And so I just like I like psych myself out for like a good 5 to 10 seconds and not even realize that my closet door is opening. So me and we shared a bedroom. So we shared a closet, and it had 2 doors, one on both sides of this wall. So if I'm looking at it, if you look at it, it had a door here and a door here. Okay, layout. And then the door was right next to my side of the closet. 1 second. Get back on the bed. Hold on a minute, his shit fucked up. Okay, so as I was saying, this door just starts to open up randomly. Like, but I'm like completely delirious to it because I'm not paying any attention to it. What is this? Oh. And the door just like slightly opens just enough to where if you were paying attention, you would notice it. But I was clearly not paying any bit of attention. So I didn't. So it takes me a solid like 15 more seconds to realize, hey dumbass, your fucking closet door just opened. So I'm just staring at my open door now, my open closet door, and kind of like trying to like convince myself that like maybe the wind did it, like, and mind you, I'm like 5 or 6. I'm 5 or fucking 6 at this point, trying to convince myself that I'm not crazy. And my door didn't just open up on its own, my closet door. So I'm sitting here trying to rationalize this shit. And he comes in and checks on me. He's like, are you doing okay? Like, you need your movie restarted? And I just kind of like say, yeah, my movie's like over. Can you restart it, please? Because I didn't know how to do it. Oh. I didn't know I had this. Not right now. So he restarts it. He's like, are you hungry? Do you need anything? And I was like, no, I'm good. I was very short with this man back in the day because I didn't like him. So I just kind of, get out, please. So like he leaves my room and he didn't even really notice that the door had opened because he's not really that type of person to really notice or care enough. So my door to my closet opens just a little bit more, like every couple of like minutes. Like I'll look away for like 3 to 5 minutes and it'll be open just ever so much more, like an inch maybe, if that. And it gets to the point where I'm like starting to really fucking notice that it's opening. So, not wanting to be called crazy, I call 4E and tell him my closet door keeps opening and I've not moved. So he comes in, freaked out, and he looks at me, looks at my door. He's like, it's closed. I'm like, no, it's not, sir. I'm looking at it and it's fucking open. Like, we're looking at the same thing. And he's like, it's closed. No, sir, it is open. So I get out of bed. Mind you, this bed is noisy as fuck. So he would have heard every time I would have got out of bed if I opened it. So, and he, what the fuck, man? Oh. So he's like, well, it's closed, so just don't worry about it. I'm like, it's not closed, though. It's literally open. So I go to, like, touch the door to where I think it is, and it's not there. Like, the door physically isn't there, but in my mind, or what my eyes are showing me, is that this door is open to where my hand is. And I'm, like, a little freaked out. I'm perplexed. As a 5-year-old, I'm like, okay. I'm like, I guess it is closed. My bad, I'm sorry for disturbing you. Mind you, he was playing video games and, like, drinking, so I, like, didn't really, like, want to disturb him. I was like, I'm sorry for bothering you. It's just, for me, it looks like it was opened. I'm so sorry. And he was like, whatever. Goes away. Hold on. So, he goes away, back to the living room. And I'm just, like, chilling there while this fucking door is continuing to open. Like, and I'm just, like, there helpless because I'm the only one that can apparently fucking see it. So, finally, someone gets home. And I believe it's A and C that are getting home. And me and A share a room, obviously. And she, like, walks in, like, asks me if I'm doing okay, if I'm doing any better. And I'm like, I'm doing fine, but can you do me a favor? And she was like, yeah, what is it? And I was like, look at my closet door, and is it open to you? She looks at me dead in the face and says, yes, it's open. Did you open it? And I was like, no, I didn't open it. I have not moved other than when your dad came in here to check on me and I asked him to look at the door. And he said, it's closed. So she calls E in our bedroom and she's like, Dad, is this door open or closed to you? And he was like, it's closed. And he's like, don't you start your shit too because the door's closed. But we can both see it open? What? And we're just like, whatever, going about our day. My mom comes home, makes dinner and everything, and the door's closed to me and her. It's closed. Finally. So I get up to shower and I eat what my mom made me because I wouldn't eat whatever everybody else made because I didn't want to throw up. I literally did not want to. So, like, after everyone's in bed, everyone's asleep except me because I'm a crackhead and I was a night owl. So, around 3 a.m., witching hour, I know. I didn't know what that was when I was 5. But at like 3 a.m., our TV that me and her have in our room turns on and off 3 times. And then my door opens, my closet door, it opens fully, completely, right in front of me. The way I tell you, because the way I was laying is like the way I'm looking at you, like you're my closet door, and I'm like on the far wall. I'm sorry. So the blue bear that I told you about earlier, remember that? It starts levitating right in front of me. You see the problem? Bears don't do that. And like my first initial reaction was to like try and grab it out of the air because I'm a crackhead. So I try and grab it, and it just stays in the air while I'm trying to like literally yanking with all of my 5-year-old power to get it out of the air, but it wouldn't come down. It would not come out of the air. Would not. And then I like look over to the closet, and I kid you fucking not, I saw 2 glowing yellow eyes looking at me through the darkness. Like our rooms were pitch black. Like we had nothing was on. We weren't allowed to have phones, like nothing. And I literally cover myself up with my blankets, leave my bear in the air, and I ditch all hope because I feel like I'm about to die. And I literally try to make myself go back to sleep for like what felt like hours. But I just lay there in like complete silence for like a good minute when I feel and I feel like the bear fall on top of me. The bear falls on top of me, and I'm dumb, and I like poke my head out, and it's on top of me. It's just laying there. And I look over at the closet because I can't see from like halfway down of the closet. I can only see like part of the clothes. And the door is closed. The door is closed. Okay? So I'm like, maybe I was hallucinating, maybe I'm stupid. I don't really know, and I don't really care right now. So I grab my bear and I bring it back up towards me, and I go back to sleep. The next morning I like get up. I feel a bit better. My mom does make me go to school this day. And on the bus, I asked A. I was like, no, it was at the stop. At our like bus stop. I was like, hey, our door opened last night. Did you see it? And she was like, no, but I felt something touching me last night. You what? Sorry? We don't have dog. We don't have cats. What do you mean you felt something touching you? And this is the first time that she never sleepwalked. Never. This is the first time that I've ever not witnessed her sleepwalk. So, when we get back home after school, me and her like sitting on our floor, and we're talking about this thing. And so there's like a little gap underneath our bunk beds, and we both, like at the same time, like unbeknownst to either of us, like look down at the floor, and this little thing, a hand, something, I don't know, but it just came out from underneath the bed and like glided its hand on the ladder of the bunk bed. and then just went right back under. Like, that thing knew we were talking about it. I don't like talking about shit like this, but it's fucking crazy to me. Because I know, like, I'm into that stuff now. But back then, I didn't know what this shit was. I just, like, figure my imagination. And it's crazy. Because now that I'm a grown adult, I'm, like, hyper sensitive to that type of shit. And it's crazy. Like, I want to go back to some of the places that I've lived and, like, deal with that shit. It's crazy. Fucking crazy. No, me and A are no longer in contact because she is married and has her own life and doesn't like me or my mom or any of my family. So, yeah, there's that. But I have a lot more stories, like, kind of similar to this. Some are a lot more fucking malevolent as shit. So, on the podcast, I'll probably do more of those. But, for now, this fucking video is 30 minutes long, so I'm gonna cut it. And, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you want, like, more stories like this, I'll try to, like, be more organized about it, so it's not all over the place. I don't really talk about my spiritual side with you guys, so I figured this would be a little cute, fun change of pace. Because I got what I was doing done, so. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your week or your weekend, and I hope you guys have a splendid day, evening, or night, whatever time it is, whenever you're watching this. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. I love you guys. Be safe, and if you're going to conjure anything, do it the right way.